From constant deadlines to too much screen time, Americans are busier than ever. But what they really crave is quality time with the people who matter most. Now, joining us today is journalist and traveler Kinga Philipps, who is teaming up with Hyatt's Inclusive Collection to reveal how travelers can reclaim the time that counts. Kinga has hosted numerous shows for National Geographic and was Discovery's first and only female host of Shark Week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
So what do you think that our relationship with time says about us? And why does it feel like we just never have enough of it?
Well, I'm a big believer that time is our most precious resource. And in my experience traveling the world, one thing that people want and need less of is more stuff. And something that they want and need more of is quality time with loved ones. And I can certainly speak to that. My best trips are with family and friends. I got to take my 85-year-old mom to Europe this summer. She got to see her first glacier. It was such a great bonding experience. And what's so interesting is that 82% of Americans say that they simply are not getting enough quality time. And that is according to the Time Rich report with Hyatt's Inclusive Collection. And I truly believe that travel is such a powerful way to regain that quality time with people who matter the most. You know, we know that screens and schedules, they really eat into family time. We know that couples say constantly they hardly get a chance to see each other. So travel is such a way to combat that and really spend that quality time.
And in your experience, what does quality time actually look like?
Well, one thing that really came out in this report that was so interesting was how important travel is. And, you know, what is so interesting is that over 60% of people see vacations as quality time, which I completely agree with. You know, we get that post-vacation glow. 90% of people report a mood boost. I totally agree with that. And whether you are traveling to connect with yourself or maybe you're traveling to connect with a partner, I spent 10 days in New Zealand in a van, just really enjoying our time together. Now I tell people, forget date nights, make sure you go on a trip. And if I travel solo, I'm out there connecting with friends around the world. So travel is just such a special experience.
Now, when people want to hit reset, is it really about where they go, or is it about how they choose to spend their time once they're there?
Well, one thing we're seeing more and more of is that people are gravitating towards places where logistics completely disappear. So right now, I'm lucky enough to be in Miches in the Dominican Republic, and I am at the Secrets Playa Esmeralda Resort and Spa here. And it's on this beautiful beach. It's an up-and-coming area. It's kind of a hidden gem. There's even a cacao tour that I'm hoping to take right after we're done here. It's going to be so much fun. But what's special for me as someone who travels all the time is that I gravitate towards these do-nothing vacations. I love the all-inclusives where when you arrive, there is no stress of logistics, of planning, of organization. It's all done for you. I even took my sister to an all-inclusive and we went a few days ahead of her bachelorette party and we just got to spend time together and really relax and be present. And that was lovely.
Now, do any insights from the report point to cultural shifts in how people will want to spend their time in the future?
Sure. You know, first of all, I would give people some tips for traveling. I would say set a purpose, unplug to connect, say yes to new experiences, go take, you know, some diving or a bachata lesson, just have some fun, and then embrace the simplicity when you're in a place like this. And what the report did show was that loneliness and digital fatigue are shaping our lives. You know, half of people we spoke to said they haven't had a meaningful conversation in person with a friend in the last week, which is shocking, but also speaks to our need to connect. And one way that Hyatt's Inclusive Collection is really combating this is they have started a collaboration with the one and only Deepak Chopra and his AI tool as a way to introduce guests to meditations and tips to be more present, which I think is really lovely.
All right, now, Kinga, where can we go for more information?
Yeah, so if people want to learn more about the Time Rich report or book a vacation to a gorgeous place like this, they can visit hyattinclusive.com and all the information is there for them.